If a person dies at age 15, do we say the death came at that time as a product of God's time for that person?
Okay.
Do we say that is actually the person's time to leave the earth? A person can die anytime. So there's no specific time that is written somewhere. If it is not your time, the enemy can take you. There is no such thing as it is your time to die. God himself is not an author of evil. So if you're able to understand that, it will solve a lot of problems. If you're able to understand that God is not an author of evil, he would not permit death, your time or not your time. There's no such thing as this is your time to die. In the Bible, we saw how Elijah commanded fire to consume some people.
Right.
I have two questions. Was it their time to die when he commanded the fire to kill them? Then the second question is, did Elijah seek God's permission before he commanded the fire to kill them? Or did God permitted the fire to rain upon them to kill them? These are critical questions. This is to tell you that when Elijah rained fire, he exercised his dominion as a man. In Psalm 8 verse 6, the Bible says, God has given man dominion over the works of his hands. God has put all things under man's feet. Elijah was a man who understood the dominion of a man as a gift from God. Elijah exercised his will. He was a man of power. So he was able to command that result. Now, this is how I know that God did not permit that fire to rain. Jesus rebuked his disciples when they said they wanted to call down fire, like Elijah did. I saw that in the book of Luke. Jesus said, this is not the kind of spirit that you have. Know ye not the manner of spirit that ye have? That was the question Jesus asked them when he rebuked them. So this is to tell you that raining down fire to kill the people was not the will of God. If it was the will of God, if God had permitted Elijah, he wouldn't have rebuked his disciples. Because of course, if it was in consonance with God's nature, God's character, Jesus would have allowed them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He would have allowed them. So we can see from that event that death is not God's will. A person can die outside the person's time, because in the real sense, there's no such thing as this is the person's time. How about those who die in accidents? They just die recklessly. You know, different things happen to people. The enemy or evil itself happen to people not because it is their time. The Bible says to resist the devil. How do you know it is your time or not? All you have to do is obey the scriptures. All you have to do is to be spiritually sound, spiritually aware, and that you are not ignorant of the devices of the devil, because the devil can come anytime.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just say what I'm understanding. So for those people who say it's not my time, nothing can happen.
Nothing can happen.
This is not to give them a license to live recklessly, because you're saying if it's not